Welcome all to today's episode of Arcane Amphitheatre. I'm Raf, your dungeon master, with some quick announcements. If you're new here or want a quick recap, check out episode 76.5, which recounts the journey so far told through the eyes of Kaixus and Aaravani. We've also got our Discord where you can chat with all the Redeviants and our growing community. And if you haven't checked us out on socials or our website, check those out to stay up to date on all Arcane Amphitheatre news. Links to all of that and our Discord are in the description below. Finally, if you enjoy our work, please follow us on your favorite podcast platforms. We have new episodes dropping every Wednesday. And before we begin today's episode, we have some words from friends of the show.
It has been 13 years since the world nearly split in two. Those of us that knew of the cataclysm at the time have tried to move on. However, as the lines between worlds started to thin again, it was only ever a matter of time before something terrible started to pay attention. But who will stand at the gates for us? Why, for our employees at Thorne Investigations, of course.
Least I can do for, all that you do for me.
My reflection looked back, distorted.
There's absolutely nothing normal about this.
This wasn't right from the start, so why don't you tell me the bits you're leaving out?
The Thorne Files is a Monster of the Week actual play podcast, perfect for fans of mind-bending mysteries and terrifying monsters. We have new episodes coming out every other Friday, and you can find us on whatever podcasting app you use. Join us for our new season in January 2025, or if you'd like, go listen to our first season. Whatever the case, we'll be happy to have you. Just be ready to be scared.
Thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode of Arcane Amphitheatre. When we last left the Redeviants.
The devil that runs the manor kept calling it a game. Our lives on the line, our souls up for wager, and he's got the nerve to call this a game. The first bout didn't go well, and we'd failed. I failed. Going up against Aaravani, I didn't stand a chance. But Sheelal gave us a second chance. He struck a deal with the prick that runs the manor, Mendao, and he let us try it again. I don't remember much about our second attempt. Everything went dark, and all that was left was rage. I killed her. I strangled her with my chains. And I didn't let go until I knew that the game was over. We're supposed to be getting stronger. But I don't know if this is the type of strength that I want. Arcane Amphitheatre. Episode 93. Boat on the river.
Any questions?
So from our POV, it is the process of strangling, I assume, from Solus to Minerva. Is that where we are right now? Present time?
Those of you who witnessed it eventually saw Minerva completely disappear. Strangled at the hands of Solus, and as she took one last breath, her armor fell to the ground, eventually in a moment, burning down to ash. There is no body left. She is gone, as specks of her wings slowly transform to ash, falling to the ground. And you still see the Goliath hands of Solus. Those chains of his that he uses to invoke his fire element at his side. And as you look into his eyes, there is this rageful flame that takes over deep within his very soul. Solus, you stand there with your hands wrapped around her neck, and then you realize she is gone. The rage has disappeared for a moment, but somewhere deep within you, you feel something incredibly wrong. This doesn't feel right. It almost feels like you are backtracking in a way. You're missing some lesson, something in your mind no longer clicking. You feel that rage. The question is, do you like it?
After finishing the strangulation of our opponent, the primary, Minerva, these chains that he uses for bindings and grapplings, forged of the flames that he's produced whenever he gets into this combative state that has roared to a point that he hasn't seen it roar to ever, I don't think. And there is this immense, almost like a trance of focus as he's looking down at trembling hands. And it's almost like he's been branded in a way. The markings that he's given himself from this intense amount of strength that he put into his grip. He's just looking at his hands. Thoughts racing through his mind. And is lost in himself in this moment.
Do we need to do any kind of check on this, or is it pretty clear we see kind of this wild side that we haven't really seen from Solus so far?
Your time with him has been short, but you've also seen every limited side of him that you have, and this is very obviously outside of the norm.
And I just look to the others and I slowly begin to walk over, slowly approaching to him.
Hey, Solus. Are you alright?
Solus, as you look up, Aaravani, you see now a different mask. One painted in red. These harsh, almost accentuated eyebrows, then peering in onto it, their own eyes, in this almost accentuated just rage. And as you look up, you could see that there are just holes for eyes, but the red rage that still lies within it is very obviously Solus's. As you take a step back, recognizing the rest of the mask, there is just this scowled, almost painted on frown on his mouth.
She dead?
Yeah, you finished the job all right. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I didn't mean to go that far. But we couldn't stomach another defeat. We had to get the job done. I haven't I haven't felt like that in a long time.
Me too. I am. Trust me, I know. You don't want that. You don't want that, Solus. Trust me. But you did it. Well done.
I couldn't have done it without you. We got to knock that bitch down a peg together. But it's done.
Is the room clear? Like, is this just us in this room now, Raph?
It is just you guys.
Well, yeah, I guess we did it. Great work, everyone. I guess we let him know? I don't know.
Can Raggax make a quick perception check?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. What are you trying to look for?
I think he's still in a state of being alert. I think he just wants to make sure that there's no more tricks, no more, waves of enemies coming. We think that we succeeded, but he just wants to make sure that this isn't, this next step in the game. So,
go ahead and give me either a perception or an insight check.
Okay, I will go ahead and give you insight then. 15 plus 8 is 22.
There is a stillness in the air. And you are aware of devils and their tricks, but they are not liars. And the terms of the game were simple. The terms of the game have been completed. Whatever the next step of the game is, stands before you, not in the form of Mendao, but in the form of Solus. But that game and Mendao's are two different tasks. And as you stay there for a moment, looking around, feeling the stillness of the air, you look behind you, that entrance pathway in which you came. You see the tall, devilish frame of Mendao slowly walking, opening the door. You could see that this go around, he's got a white mask with no expression on it, blank as can be, in this almost true neutral state. And in his right hand, he carries a tiny little chime bell. But he stands there for a moment, allowing you all your moment.
I walk over.
Well done. Though, the trial did not come without its own tribulations, as he looks to Sheelal.
V1, can we get the boat now?
He hands out a tiny little silver bell. As you look at it, at the top of the hilt or handle is a tiny little mask, and as you flip it over Aaravani, you can see what are two masks encapsulating the bell for you to ring. Head to the River Styx, and there my ferryman will find you, and he will take you all the way down. He does not speak. His crew cannot speak. But his name is Acilio.
Acilio.
Acilio. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry about her.
No, she will return. Give her time. Give her rest. You did not kill her. Though rage is a gift, rage is a weapon. Rage is also many souls' demise. If there is one thing that mortals, devils and demons, gods and fiends alike succumb to, it is rage. And rage can kill anyone.
No, just a nod to that. Doesn't say anything else.
What will you do, Solus, when you must navigate the rage on your own?
I'm not alone. I'm not gonna succumb to nothing. I'll push forward, like I always do. But thanks to this lot, that ain't gonna happen. But I appreciate you trying to pull it out of me like that. It's a good reminder where I came from.
Then, Solus, do you know where you are now? I did nothing to pull that rage out of you. If a trial in the safety of my manor pulls the rage out from deep within you, what will the rest of your travels bring you? Not a question to answer now, but one to ponder. That mask is my last parting gift. The masks will hold no power in Avernus, but perhaps the right mask will help you through this. And that goes for all of you, Redeviants.
All right. I say we gotta get to it. We did it. Let's keep pushing. Thank you, Mindown.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Safe travels, and I will be watching you closely. And from deep within my manor, a small part of me will be rooting for you. And he moves out of the way and essentially he moves his arms to the side and beckons you all through the door.
Did he have did one of us grab the bell, or is he holding it himself?
He gave it to Aaravani.
Okay.
I just hold it in my hand as I begin to walk. I assume back to the entrance of the manor.
And then one by one you exit the room. All of you heading through the giant ornate manor, whisking past the many souls that clean it and traverse it, walking past that first room you walked into, watching the other souls paint themselves on a canvas, and you all walk straight through the double doors, back out into the heat of Avernus. And as you stand atop this mountaintop, you see the river that runs through Avernus. You look to your far left at what once was that obsidian tower, now decimated in whatever conflict happened while you were inside. You see the giant iron ship that the demons emerged through, sinking into the River Styx. But there are no screams from within that battle. There is only carnage. The two guards at the entrance to the Manor of Masks close the door behind you, hold their hands up as the mountain once again begins to transform into steps leading you back down. And you see the River Styx, a mere 30-minute walk away.
And he didn't give us anything to combat the heat.
He did not give you anything to combat the heat.
So do we gotta make a roll now, or how's this gonna work?
It is at the end of the hour.
Okay. We got 30 minutes. We're fine.
We can walk.
It's okay.
We can take a dip in the water. It'll be.
It's like walking into a sauna. It's like, oh yeah, all right. This is what the outside's like. Okay.
Ooh, it's steamy.
Ooh. I forgot.
I guess Sheelal will lead the way.
You go ahead and you lead the way.
Also, I think the first thing that Raggax does as soon as he walks out, he just takes the fucking mask off. Get this fucking thing off me.
Yeah,
me too.
Test and see
that's
if
a good
it
point.
comes
That
off.
shit comes off immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys walk outside, you can take the masks off.
Oh, I just throw it on the ground. I just toss it to the side.
Kaixus, as you toss it to the side, it immediately melts into the rocky sand that is the terrain of Avernus.
Gross.
Let's go.
We got a boat to catch.
All right. Are you guys doing anything, or are you guys just running straight there?
No time to waste.
I'm headed straight there.
I don't think there is anything to do.
Then you guys immediately start running all the way there. And as you take a moment and peer behind you, the manor eventually is gone. You run all the way to the river. And Sheelal, I would like you to give me a perception roll.
Let's go. Come on, Sheelal.
12.
As you are running down, you can hear now the whispers of souls in the River Styx. As you slowly approach it, you begin realizing and seeing souls just swimming through it. Slightly caught in the river, you watch and hear these just as souls attempt to cling and climb out of the river, and it is almost like the river pulls them back in, the river itself an entity onto itself. And as you get closer and closer, you start seeing these spiritual wisps, some of them climbing out, some of them succumbing to the river, all of them with this hopeless, helpless, lost gaze. You hear hundreds upon hundreds of souls sifting through the river, heading downstream. With the 12, what you recognize, all of them confused, none of them recognizing what is going on, and most of them not knowing who they even were.
So actually, I forgot I have reliable talent, so any roll of 4, I have expertise with it, with perception. Any roll that is lower than a 9 counts as a 10. So that'd be 18. Would that change anything?
With an 18, that will grant you one more piece.
Okay, my
I
bad.
didn't realize you got that so soon. That's great.
I know, I thought it was like a level 12 thing.
No.
With an 18, you also expertly guide people in towards the river. And as you listen in, you can also hear extra whispers all around you. All of them guiding you now. Some of the souls screaming out, and you pause for a moment as the rest of the party runs ahead of you, and you listen in, and you hear one whisper in particular. No, this way. Don't take a straight shot. Down to the bank. It's safer. And the voice completely disappears.
Good job, expertise.
Can I do an insight check?
I will save you the insight check.
Okay.
It is very obviously souls. Actually, go ahead and give me the insight check. Not for this, but for something else.
Something else.
I don't have any proficiency with this one, so it is a 4.
So, you are not rolling for clarity on it. You've already done that. you already can tell that there is some sort of connection to yourself and the souls. What you can't recognize is the strength of it, the why of it. But you do recognize that the souls have a connection to you, and what you are hearing are the voices of the damned. All of them in some manner helpful and not selfish.
Okay. I think we should go this way.
All right.
I was told by
I'll take your lead.
spirits.
And then he'll start heading off that way.
You take a quick right, essentially now running parallel to the river, unsure of what dangers would have awaited you had you just kept running. You simply run an extra 10 minutes as you watch the river take a bend, and slowly you start recognizing a shoreline, this small bank of the river. And Sheelal, only you can see this, as souls attempt to crawl out of the river, and then their tendrils of the Styx pulling them back in, and you do catch a glimpse of one soul managing to get out of it. And then as soon as it steps out, it is gone. And you then, in that moment, forget that you even saw it disappear. You are left only with this just lingering feeling in the back of your mind that something happened there, and you now forgot what happened. There is nothing around you, though. It is just sand, rocks, and dirt.
As we're traveling along the bank and making our way towards the port, Solus is with the group, but his mind is elsewhere as his eyes are just watching these souls drifting down the river.
So, only Sheelal can see the souls.
Solus is staring down at the river and is enjoying the view.
What the rest of you can see is, it appears almost like wispy apparitions, lights almost traversing down. It is obvious to you all, with your knowledge, with the books you have gathered, that there are souls in it. Only Sheelal can see the physical manifestation of them traversing the Styx.
They're just swimming.
They're like they're really like on a rapid river to hell.
Yeah.
It's the most lazy river I've ever seen.
It's just swampy the whole time.
Era, you might want to ring the bell. We can't spend too much time.
How close are we?
At this point, you guys would have been able to reach the shoreline, and there is a small bank that dips down into the river, and you can see the river go around a bend, and as it flows downstream, some of the water from the river does ebb onto the bank itself. It almost looks like a natural port for a ship or someone to push a ship onto it, etc.
All right.
Remember not to touch the water.
Yep. Everybody be very careful.
And I ring the chime.
You can ring.
Ring my bell.
Oh my gosh.
Ring my bell.
You ring the chime as there's, instead of a bell, it is just this whispered that echoes out.
Hated that.
And as it echoes out, there is nothing that happens.
I think it's broken.
I do it again?
Nothing happens.
What the hell?
I need to cough.
Just
God
Try
damn it.
upside down. Flip it upside down and then try it.
Can I study it? Like, what is it?
give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Investigation 19, probably -1. Investigation? Yeah. 18.
With an 18, you recognize that there is something missing from the bell. The bell does not require attunement like a magical weapon, but it senses something wrong with you. Not with Era in particular, but you get this lingering feeling that there is a disconnect with you and the bell. But there is nothing on the bell you are missing. There is no slot on the bell. The bell appears magical innately, but it doesn't appear to be missing a magical artifact or ingredient.
Here, Sheelal, you try. Give it to him.
Okay.
He'll flip it upside down and try it that way.
Nothing happens again.
Maybe try and talk to them. Ask nicely. I don't know.
Sheelal will walk over to the water, dip it into the water, and then try to ring it in there without touching the water himself.
You walk over to the water. You see the souls sifting through, and as they sift through, "Help me! Oh, I didn't deserve this!" And then, are you ringing the bell inside the water?
Yeah.
You ring the bell inside, and there's this ring that happens to chime inside. And as you go ahead, from the water, you hear it just... As you watch what is a wooden boat, not much, just a little bit larger than a skiff, essentially, emerge from deep within the River Styx and then land atop it.
Oh.
And you watch as this tattered white flag bellows in this non-existent wind. And this boat slowly arrives on the shoreline. Sheelal, you see various manifestations of souls, all of them with these saddened masks, manning the ship, all of them essentially maneuvering it all the way around. And then at the helm, you see what you assume to be Acilio. This tall, robed devil wearing a plain white mask, instead of a saddened nature, this almost neutral expression on him. As he walks by, you can hear what are these wooden sandals, very similar to Mendao, clomping alongside the ship, one by one by one. And he looks over. The rest of you see Acilio in his full nature, but instead of these wispy apparitions, all you see are these floating masks, all roaming around the boat. You can see the interactions they're having, grabbing ropes, maneuvering the sail, but you do not see their physical or spiritual forms. All you see are the masks. You all watch Acilio then stand to the port side portion of the ship, looking at you all. And two of the spirits bring down a wooden plank for you all to climb on.
Thank you.
All right.
He's so polite.
And I'll walk up.
Yeah.
No time like the present, as Raggax scampers on up.
All aboard.
I'd gesture for Solus to go, as I'd just pat him on the back.
Let's go.
All of you then hop aboard. Sheelal, as you walk up saying thank you, Acilio looks at you and he cocks his head for a moment, sort of quizzically. And a bunch of the spirits then pull the plank back up, and as he raises a hand, and you all begin traveling the River Styx.
Sick.
As you all traverse, the river is oddly calm. You look around the ship for a moment in this odd, uncomfortable, heated silence. and you take a good look at the boat. Recognizing a small hatch to go downstairs, looking off to the side, seeing 3 cannons on each side of the boat.
Cannon.
You look around you, and the wooden planks of the wooden skiff appear well maintained, and the water from the River Styx in which it was once submerged are completely dry. And you all look around. There is nothing on this ship but a helm, ropes, cannons, and the masks floating around. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do?
Raph, are you fucking telling me we might do underworld boat combat? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Just because there's cannons doesn't mean we gotta use them. We're gonna go for
you arrive at this, and we're done.
John.
No!
Yeah, wow,
We're in District 3.
My dreams are dashed.
Where is Skipper when you need him? You're telling me this
Please
man
tell
is
me Skipper's
here. Dead.
He's
There's no way he's not in hell.
Where is he?
There's no way he's not in hell.
Please
Why is he
tell
not
me
on
Skipper
this
shows
boat?
up.
Sheelal looks around for Skipper.
I'm calling it right now. Skipper's gonna board
roll.
us. Skipper is gonna
Sheelal.
come and attack
If
this fucking
Skipper's
boat.
on this boat, Raggax is throwing
He's
himself
who we're
off.
fighting. He's who we're fighting. He's gonna show up later and he's gonna storm the boat and he's gonna try and take our booty. Dude, we have to defend against him. That's what I'm saying. That's what's gonna happen.
Me love is
Calling
the
it.
sea.
Calling it.
Aye, me first love is the sea. The second is Leviathan. And the third is Raggax.
Gosh.
That's actually the top 3.
His
Facts.
first
Facts.
mate.
It's very
His
good.
first mate is Uncle Joe.
who brought
There he
me
is.
into this world with his
God,
loins
I miss
alone.
them every day.
Tar's manning the one of the cannons. It's a great time.
He's just putting his snot rockets in them.
Exactly. That would be awful. Snot cannonballs. Oh,
Absolutely
gosh.
disgusting.
Sheelal, go ahead and also roll me an 18.
What?
I'm sorry, an 18?
What?
Roll him at 18.
Are you giving him the roll?
D6.
Go ahead and roll him at 18.
This is
Just
a new
roll
way to
an
play
18.
D&D, but I'm here for it. I'll try it again.
Gotta do.
Just take away player agency. It doesn't really matter.
If you don't, you die. Sorry. Just jump in the river. Sorry.
All right, hang on.
Oh, it looks like you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Well, all right.
I rolled a 3.
Dang.
That's not 18.
I heard an 18.
That's not.
With a 3, you all quietly traverse the River Styx. From everything you've read, the River Styx is supposed to be wild, unruly. This calmness, while alarming, not currently cause for concern. Eventually, the open, airy terrain of it disappears as you guys begin to traverse through the mountain. These large, brownish red, jagged mountains jettisoning up into the Avernus sky, hundreds upon hundreds of feet. Many of their edges latching out over top of the River Styx, casting shadows as you guys slowly traverse through them. Sheelal, you sit off to the side for a moment. For a quick moment, remembering Captain Skipper. Why in this moment you have no idea. But you stop for a moment and peer up, and you see Acilio, sort of standing next to you, softly just hands at his side. Obvious that he is some sort of fiend contracted to Mendao. And he just looks at you and... and then he points at Kaixus.
Can I get an insight check?
There is no insight check here. As with your 18, you look at Kaixus for a moment. and you brush off this curious moaning and attempts at communication, and you look down the river. The River of Souls, and one soul catches your eye. Kaixus and Aaravani, slowly floating down the river. And for a moment you then look at Kaixus, still standing there, still alive, still himself.
I start patting myself like this is my. How can I tell if my soul is still in me? Wouldn't I be dead? How does this work?
But you look back at the river. Unmistakably, Kaixus and Aaravani.
Why is he over there but also over here?
And you watch as Acilio draws what is an infinity sign.
He looks at it and just thinks for a while, and then he remembers the infinity mask that Ajax had, and remembering that makes him think of time, and then he's comes up with the idea,
is it how we're in a time loop?
And he points to... Go ahead and roll me another d6.
5.
5. He points at you. And then he points back down to the river. And then you see your soul drifting through. Now go ahead and give me perception rolls at advantage, having remembered the mask.
27.
27. You peer closely at the Kaixus and Aaravani in the river. And I need actually one more roll. Give me a straight wisdom check at advantage.
Shit. 5.
At advantage?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
I rolled a 3 and then a 1.
Not the
That
wisest
is
little guy.
tough.
With a 5, you succeeded most of this. With a 5 in your wisdom, you try to focus in, and you essentially focus in on the Kaixus and Aaravani in the river. The armor, almost identical, but then you recognize something. This steely nature to it. You start essentially taking pieces of the apparition that are traversing the soul and in your mind, connecting with it and piecing together a more physical form for you to recognize. With your wisdom check, you try to pull the memories of Kaixus and Aaravani in, trying to seep in and understand what this soul is. But instead, the River Styx fights you, prying it apart. But you just get that manifestation. This steely armor of his artificer, artificer form. But this time, however, it is cold. It is without personality. It is without love. And instead, it bears an engraving in Aaravani Enterprises. And you look back at Kaixus' armor, worn but loved. He would never, ever put his name on that armor, would he?
Is this another timeline, Kaixus?
And Acilio puts his hand on your chest. And then he essentially just pinches it and pries out a soul. And then he snaps his fingers as Dearth manifests. Sheelal.
Dearth? Hello?
We're on the river.
Yes.
And then he peers up at Acilio. He speaks. Can you understand him?
No.
He claims you are right.
Oh.
He claims, as he looks at you and Kaixus, souls from other versions of yourself can be found here.
How many versions are there?
However many branches of time there are, a soul is not categorized and dragged in here just innately. These are versions of yourselves that have been destined for the hells.
I hope I don't end up in there. Anybody.
And then he looks down at the other version of yourself that's already in there. I think a part of you already did.
But not me.
No, not you. But if you step foot in that, we're all gone.
I won't.
Good. And he just slowly steps back in and apparates away back into your asteroid. Or into your meteorite as Acilio looks at you and heads back to the helm.
Sheelal will just head to the bow of the ship and just keep watching out, looking at the various souls passing by.
You watch the various souls passing by. Is there anything anyone else is wanting to do?
I just want to clarify, everything that we just saw was just Acilio grunting at Sheelal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys watched Acilio walk up to Sheelal, grunt at him, point at Kaixus, point at the river, grab his chest, snap his fingers, and to walk away. That is what you guys saw.
They heard me though, right?
Oh, and you heard Sheelal. Yeah.
So is this boat like a flat, like just flat deck? Like how is the layout of it?
It is just a flat deck with a hatch in the very center for you guys to head downstairs to what is a essentially like a section of the floor where you assume the cannon is to be, and then a small, about like 10-foot tall elevated platform at the back of the ship where the helm and the rudder are.
Solus is posted up on the steps that lead up to the ship, or the steering wheel for the ship. We're on the ship. And he has got out his guide to the hells, because that's the only thing that's really... I feel like it's the only thing that might be able to give him comfort in this moment, because he has question after question with no answers that he can think of. And he's flipping through River Styx, rage, memory loss, trying to see if he can piece together what's going on with him right now.
Give me a straight intelligence check. Actually, go ahead and just make an investigation. You are investigating the book for answers.
You said straight?
Oh, investigation. Is that going to help you?
Gentlemen, I'm pleased to let you know I have rolled a 0.
Let's go. I knew it.
He did it.
They said it couldn't be done, but he's done it again.
Solus.
God damn it, mother trucker!
You look at this. You read the name Zealots, and the name does not ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
But with a 0, you don't even question why you don't recognize the name. You don't question why the Zealots, whoever this man could be, would even draw you a book. With a 0, it is obvious that it was done with care, but So are most books. And so you let it go. Based off your other reading endeavors previously, you know that the River Styx is the river of memory. You know that there's something there, but you have no idea where this hole in your mind could be.
I'm gonna do another roll for myself, for my sake, because this might. We need to find out how angry this guy's gonna be about this little void that he's got in his head. That's a 19. He's calm in this moment. I almost chucked the book into the fucking river just now because of that.
Load it into the cannon.
That is a 19. I would have liked that earlier, but I'm just looking at pictures. That's all I'm doing.
There is nothing more in that book that you already don't know. Even with a 0 you can read, it is very obviously the River Styx. It is telling you not to jump in, not to drink the water, that it will cause you to forget. But what you're forgetting is still an enigma in your mind. As Acilio walks right past you, back up to the helm. Are the rest of you wanting to do anything?
You go for it.
I
can see it. I see it in your brain. Go for it.
I'll ask about the heat. Do we still feel the heat, or is there?
You still feel the heat. You are getting dangerously close to needing that Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Need some HVAC in my suit.
I think Raggax is.
I was gonna say, should we go down? I was like, I might. I think Kaixus would probably start getting a little uncomfortable. All this talk about souls, and he's hot. Let's go below deck. Let's see if it's any cooler down there by chance.
Kaixus, you go below deck, and I'm assuming Raggax really fucking wants to go below deck too.
Yes.
Come on, little buddy.
There's a quiet moment as there's been this eerie quietness atop the ship, and the two of you look at each other, look at the hatch, and just open the hatch and go straight downstairs. As you guys go downstairs, it is just a small ladder that leads you down to the second deck, and there are 3 cannons on each side. A cannonball, or rather a pile of cannonballs sectioned next to each cannon, and that's pretty much it. There is a single soul that sits at the end of it, just waiting for something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting fucking hot down here.
Damn, I was hoping it'd be a little cooler.
Kaixus, how are you doing after that game? As Raggax says game in quotation marks.
You know, I got a lot going on, and I'm trying not to let the whole being in hell thing get to me too much. So more just kind of shoving it down with the rest of my problems. It's kind of how I've been dealing with stuff lately.
Okay. I meant more so physically, but you know,
I'm so
glad mentally you're compartmentalizing.
I'm sweating where I've never thought I could sweat before. I literally have demon blood in me, and I'm dying. I'm just like I'm falling apart at the seams.
What did you think of Solus exploding like that?
Well, I think he was pushed to an emotional edge, much like I was when I committed a great act of unthinkable violence. So, my thoughts are keep an eye on it, but otherwise, it was likely a moment of weakness.
would like to say the opposite. I've never seen them stronger.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess it all depends on what we need at any given moment, but I'd say, yeah, being in hell, I wouldn't mind if we all gave in to our more violent side just a tad.
If we have any chance of saving Ajax, we have to embrace the worst parts of ourselves.
Fair enough.
We can't be shackled by regret. That's what the Zealot said. We have to use what makes us scary. In some way or shape or form, we have to.
Wise words, I think. Maybe not for every day, but I'm sure the Zealot's right. It was quite a dark time for me, Raggax. I'm not trying to go that deep into the hole again.
I understand.
But I do still feel it in me somewhere. I'm sure if I have to, I could call upon it. Just would be quite ugly.
I don't know how long of a boat ride this is gonna be. I think we should try to get rest in when we can. I'm not feeling great.
I'm not either.
I don't even know if we'll be able to rest.
I don't think we will.
No.
Well, let's tell you what. Let me look through some of my designs. I'll see if I can find anything that might help us out with the heat situation. I don't think I have anything.
Don't you have like an AC unit for your suit, or can we get to work
I wish
on
I
one
did.
for the boat?
I wish I did.
Okay.
I'll let you know
Also,
if I have anything, though.
We need to keep an eye on Sheelal. I don't know the exact terms of what deal he made, but I'm worried about him a lot. And
I am too. Don't worry. I'm thinking about it as well. I don't know what he got himself into to get us out of our mess.
can't be good. Okay. Anyways, I thought, yeah, maybe down beneath here we would be able to cool off. That doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. So I guess we'll go back up top if you want. This was a nice little chat, but
this was nice. Yeah, I'll head up back. I'll head back up with you.
Aaravani, is there anything you are wanting to do?
I think that there's like a mast to the ship, I assume, right? With like the sails and everything. I think probably towards the center of the boat, I imagine. I would have kind of posted up there, kind of like leaning against it, arms crossed, just looking out at the water and kind of positioning himself to where he's still looking forward, keeping an eye out, but also turned a bit to the side of where Solus is on the stairs, just keeping an eye on him. And I think that he thinks back to that moment of where he lost control, Solus, and there is an image in the back of his mind that keeps coming to the forefront. And he wants so badly to talk to Solus about not doing that again because of what he experienced himself. And I think as that train of thought goes through his head, he thinks to the river surrounding him. He looks to the book that Solus is looking at, realizing the importance of the Zealot to him. And I think that he begins to take out a letter from Zai. He takes out some kind of pen and quill or whatever he has to write, and he just begins to write important things like bullet points about himself, just because of the thought of losing any bit of that if he were to somehow fall. There are simply things that he's not said to the party. He simply can't for right now. Things that cannot be lost. And he just begins to write as he, in the back of his mind, thinks about the river around him and everything that he's writing down, potentially losing that. And I think he just does that for a little while.
You sit there and you take a moment while the other two are downstairs to write down yourself. As an hour passes in your travels, a Constitution saving throw is amongst you. Or upon you, not amongst you.
Please.
There's a con saving throw around here.
It's somewhere here, I swear.
Please give me an 18.
It's in the walls.
What do we need? What do we need to pass?
That's cocked.
If you don't remember,
that's cocked.
You don't get to know.
All right. Well, I'm adding my hope for success to this. Can we be doing a short rest while we're?
You guys would have gotten a short rest in the manor. So go ahead and add your short rest from the manor.
Cool.
I am using all of my hit die. Every single
one. You
one.
could not do it in outside.
Full health.
Full health.
I got a. What is that? That is plus. So that's plus 13 on my con saving.
I got that as well.
13. Cole?
13 plus 3 is 16.
Solus?
19.
Everyone succeeds.
Oh,
no
let's go.
point of exhaustion.
Let's go. Oh, I'm free.
The DC is now +2 on that.
Gosh.
Sheelal, you are at the front of the ship. I would like for you to give me a perception roll as you watch the river.
Perception. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh.
Natural 20.
-2, 18.
You go ahead and continue watching the River Styx. As you watch it ebb and flow, you immediately... First, you're just watching Kaixus. And eventually that Kaixus soul disappears, the Sheelal soul disappears, and it is just a plethora of souls continuing to slowly go through. You look to your left and right, and the river begins to almost slowly close in on itself, becoming thinner and thinner, and slightly faster and faster. There are a few things you notice. The first, as you peer in, you notice what are spikes. These spiny, just almost reptile-like spikes atop a shell of two creatures in the far distance swimming inside the river. And then, the second thing you notice and recognize is the river is not becoming unruly naturally. Something else is controlling it. And about 100 feet away, inside the river, is the silhouette of another ship, slowly beginning to emerge.
It's happening.
What are you doing, Sheelal?
Here he comes.
Sheelal. Oh no. Sheelal turns to Acilio.
I see a ship ahead of us. Ahead of us, right?
Ahead of you.
Ahead of us. And two, turtles, I think.
Behind us?
In front of you as well.
Yeah, also in front of us.
You see Acilio turn, and he just... And all the souls immediately perk up, and all of them begin grabbing ropes. And Aaravani, you sort of perk up, shaking the heat off as Kaixus, Raggax, the two of you guys also emerge, having heard Sheelal's plea. And as you guys emerge, you can see that the ship begins to slow down and begin to slowly turn. As souls immediately rush down to the cannons.
Ours turns?
Ours turns.
Acilio doesn't fuck around, does he?
Shoot first, ask questions later, baby.
Hell yeah.
And as you guys see that, there is another ship that emerges out from the water.
Another?
Also turned on its side. This time, however, as you guys peer in, at the front of it is another devil, this one humanoid in nature with these almost like black wrappings all the way down this bellowed cape. And you can see that it doesn't have a mask on, but rather this almost steel-plated skull latched onto its face with these black wrappings overlapping along these long talons. As it points to the ship, you all see what are these almost like mushy conglomerations of battened down, compressed meats, all of them giving these forms. Trying to traverse, and from the River Styx are two more spine devils that emerge up onto the ship, flying into the sky. And you hear Acilio just go, and there are 3 cannon shots from your ship that emerge first. Boom! I need everyone to roll me 2d10s.
Ooh, fuck yeah. We're doing underworld ship combat.
So there's 2 enemy ships, you say?
There's 1 enemy ship.
Okay.
2 spined devils.
14.
14 total.
10.
17.
Ooh.
7.
Dang.
I know.
Sheelal?
12.
There is 60 points of damage that immediately hits the ship. Some of the wood splintering off the other ship. As slowly you guys begin to go side by side. The River Styx now pulling your ship right side forward as the Marinloth shakes himself upwards, holds an oar up to the sky, and then he himself controls the waters and now bellows both ships forward. As you then, Sheelal, look to the side and you see 2 sets of large frog-like eyes and this almost fiendish amphibious toad with spikes along its back, slowly emerging out from the water, looking at you, 2 rows of jagged teeth. And that is where we are ending this episode.
Combat!
Ready the cannons!
Fall more into the abyss.